If you're an Excel beginner, then this video is for you. If you've ever looked at an invoice and thought, I can never make that in Excel, well, this is going to change that. I'll show you how to build a real invoice step by step, and then how Copilot can build the same thing in seconds. Hi everyone, welcome to First Steps in Excel, your go-to place for learning Excel from scratch. I'm Wayne, I'm a software trainer with over 10 years of experience helping adults feel confident with tech. If you've ever opened Excel and thought, what is this grid of boxes? Don't worry, you are not alone and you're in the right place. Welcome back to First Steps in Excel. Okay, so in the last lesson, we focused on presentation rather than the formulas. We learned how to use cell borders and shading to make spreadsheets easier to read and more professional. Today, we're building something you see all the time in everyday life, a simple invoice template. By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to build a clean invoice layout, calculate totals automatically, add VAT if needed, build it manually or instantly with Copilot. To keep this really relatable, we're going to base our example on a car repair invoice, something everyone's seen before. Let's get started. An invoice is simply a breakdown of work done, what it costs and what needs to be paid. This could be for a garage, a tradesperson or a small side job. Once you build this in Excel, you can reuse it again and again. Let's start with the basic invoice details. So at the top of the sheet, I'll add business name, invoice number, invoice date and bill to. Now, for the invoice table itself, starting in cell B8, type these headers: description, quantity, unit price, and line total. Then after this, just bold the headers so everything is easy to read. Now we'll calculate the total for each line. If you click into the first line total cell and type this formula, equals quantity times unit price. So in this case, as you can see in the cell, equals C9 times D9. Then press enter, then drag the formula down using a fill handle for the rest of the rows. I'll also format the price columns as currency so everything shows in pounds. Now let's add some real life examples you'll recognise straight away. This looks exactly like the kind of invoice you'll get from a garage. And as soon as I enter those numbers, you can see Excel calculates all of the totals automatically. Below the table, I'll add a subtotal using equals sum. And then if VAT applies, I'll add equals subtotal times 0.2. And finally, a grand total that adds everything together. And once this is set up, you'll never have to do the maths ever again. A few quick touches really lift this and make it look professional. So adding borders around the table, increasing the font size for the grand total, and keeping everything neat and aligned always makes a big difference. This is now something you can generally send to a customer. Now let's build the exact same car repair invoice using Copilot. If we add the below prompt into Copilot, you will see that it will start to read and understand your requirements. And by the way, guys, I will also add this prompt into the YouTube description for you to copy. So once that's done, if you then open up the spreadsheet, Copilot, as you can see, has created the layout, the formulas, and the formatting automatically. So the manual method teaches you how it works, but the Copilot method saves you time. And this isn't just an Excel exercise, it's basically an everyday tool you recognize and understand and can actually use. So that's how you build a simple invoice, step by step and without anything complex. And if you can follow this lesson, you can build invoices for everyday situations like car repairs, trade works, or side jobs. Okay, everybody, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a step. I will see you all in the next video.